So no, within 6 months. And believe you me, for the past 5 years, right? Probably I would say 15, from 2008, whatever, 4, then I've never come across a business proposals with revenue projections in excess of 3 years. All of them are 6 months to 24. And literally all of them, they fail within that period. Because the idea is so short-term in nature, and there is no consideration of the endurance of the idea, how far it could go. Delta has survived because it's a long-term idea. They realize that there is a long-term need. Econet has endured because they realize that there is a long-term need for communication. What they only do is to, when the environment changes, they also add other products within the same realm. You get the point? So on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on EcoCash, and so on. You get the point? Right. So, you need to get rid of the extortionist mentality. How do we see it? When people overpromise in terms of cash flows, revenues, and profits, and so on. Right. I'm just giving you the lessons that I've picked from my experience, and those ideas don't work. So I've also talked about what I would call short-termism. Short-term. Anyone just thinks kuti ndakangochisa pakauti. Kumanheru kwacho ndofana kutonzerwa $100. Chapinda murodi kuseni ndizvo. Kumanheru kwacho ndakatomira kuti isapa yekokeshi. Kutya kuti akati asikwanisa kusvika kugara iwe isapa yekokeshi. You get the point? Short-termism. And those ideas, they don't work. They work for a short period. Right? They work. I don't want to give examples, that may offend other people, but you know them. There are certain things that they didn't drop, they just disappear. They tell someone, where is this thing now? It's gone. Right. So especially to the young ones. Now, the last thing from my observations, I'll then move and try to correct those things the way I have. The last thing, it's very important. You can forget everything that I've said, but this one you must get it. I've seen a complete misunderstanding of what money is. You must believe me, I work in a bank. There is a complete misunderstanding of what money is. Some people, I believe maybe even here, actually believe that marriage don't talk about money. Saka mari yangu mazano yakawanda areza kuti chikoma chakatofuta achina zokuta. You get the point? There are people who believe that money is actually those balances that are in the account. Right? But just for me to prove to you that it's not money. Just what? You can dispute this. Right? I'm happy to have a conversation. What happened to your money in 2008? What happened to it? Was it not money? What happened to it? You get my point? You are Christians, I'm a Christian. We must tell each other the honest truth, isn't it? And if we get the correct thing, we're done. Because we never emphasize on the wrong thing. There are people who actually believe that the balances in the account is the real thing. Right? So when somebody comes comes with a proposal, they're thinking of a business idea. Firstly, they look for money with that extortionist mind. So the extortionist mind, they're going to, and I want 100. China, I'm going to picture China, supplier and then I will put my margin 75 on it. And to take a dog and I will take a sale. And dog and I want to marry young, dog and there's no after service, whatever. No one follows that. There are no parts, there's no service, there's no warrant, there's no guarantee. You get the point? That's the extortionist mind. That's why when you get to Gulf Day, when you go to TV, somebody to my sticker, to my LG, but you roll I don't expect a Christian to do that. So I don't take a LG. Yet it's not an LG at all. That's the kind of an extortionist mind that I'm talking about. There's no warranty, there's no follow-up service, and so on. Right. But the idea is, let me make as much as I can, and then I go. Now let me tell you, and you can go and study this and dispute it. Exactly the way how that money comes is exactly even faster the way how it goes. You can go and look at all the people. The guys who have survived are the people who do the real thing. They've enjoyed the business. They're in there. But anyone who tries to make it overnight through extortionist tendencies, right? And let me warn you, in case I hope it doesn't, I can't understand any ethics. Hakuna chinhu chinonzi miracle money. Existed. More context and that money is not the currency that is in your. You get the point? So if you get that thing, you are not getting the correct thing. Right. So I'm going to define what money is. Just when I'm going to miracle. You get the point? Because you see, when it comes to me, the real value, the real money is represented by a network, which at times is measured by the value of your shares in your company, then the value of your real estate. So that was not a miracle real estate here. That's the real thing now. And you know, inflation. You get the point? Anything you know disappear, inflation like 2008, it's not the real thing. So Jesus will take a promise against that. It's not the real thing. Again, those are some of the extortionist ideas. That's craftsmanship. Okay? Right. So, I said you can forget everything that I've said, but I want you to understand this one. I may not agree with my economists here like Mr. Gaga. Because you see, things have been defined over the years, but they've also changed. Right. When you talk of real money, it's the real value that is created, emanating from combining the factors of production. So here we agree with economists. The factors of production are land. When you say land, we refer to the naturally occurring resources, right? The actual land, the water, the wind, the air, the sun. You get the point? Right. Those are the naturally occurring resources. Right? Then you add your labor. Now we can separate labor from something that I'm going to define separately. So labor may be the effort that is put, the human effort. And then the capital. Now capital is changing forms now. Because it's not the money that we're talking about, but it's the other goods, just like this thing. Right. I said I've written a book, isn't it? The only things that I had was the time that I was given by the Lord, my health, and this thing. So this is the capital. You get the point, right? And then the ideas that I'm generating now. So factors of production for you to combine these. This is where you need wisdom. Those are that agite can also know wisdom as good. You always get ideas from other people, and those ideas will not work. You need wisdom. Right. I'm wanting to entrepreneurship, but I'm defining the elements there. You need expertise. So in other words, you need precision in certain things. Saka zvinonetsa kuti ungoti ndinotengesa tea yangu inonzi moringa inorapa musana, without somebody investigating what is within the moringa. Is it the correct dose? You get the point? It's because we have not taken time to investigate. So what is the percentage of the potassium in there? Another excess thing that could be harmful and so on. You get the point? Means but a dose. So why is somebody but in the moment then can be poison? So expertise. That's why you need, if you don't have the expertise, for example, if you want to get into real estate, please go and read about real estate, get some qualification. If you can't have that, then get a partner who understands real estate. As you go back, kunovura zisaba kudema anditi kuchikuta rakufana na board. Somebody must tell you to know location is important. So you may spend 100,000 there, but the 100,000 that you spend in Bordeaux, you get 250,000 in terms of the value. But Udema, it comes down to 50. That's wisdom, expertise you must look. I know Satan can't. So you can't say to Jehovah, I seek it. As you pray, you seek the expertise, get good partners. This is okay. Right. Because you can't be good in everything. Right. Do you see the area that I'm addressing? Certain ideas to business. So we said, how do you find ideas? You've got an idea, you want to get it to real estate. You want to do property. You want to do production of this moringa thing. So somebody must look at it. The tragedy with us, black people, like myself, is that we don't want to investigate things. Those are the road which he has. I took for a shilling in diamonds. Because we should have an investigator. So, Nema Brugaga, Barukanichi, Gara, then go walk on a because no one was interested in investigating. I'm telling you the truth. Where I come from, we were surprised. The local authority was surprised when one of the gold mining companies, it came over Yatima, fees, so there were some claims there. They had not paid those fees from 1978. They just said, do my calculations of our calculator. Was it 48,000 or 50,000? And they were shocked. In mining. From 1978, they don't know that they are sitting on somebody else's claim. Some are to talk about motion, and and because remember I said we are Christians, we are expected to have more precision. If something's missing, the Holy Spirit must just you get the point? Don't ask the Holy Spirit, I want to go Peter, you put your money into use. I'm not gonna warn inside your way. Wisdom, expertise, imagination. Right, I'm left with a few minutes. Insights, inspiration, craftsmanship. You know, when Solomon was building the temple, I can't remember the names there, but that was all. I cannot track gold craftsmanship. This is what I'm in gold. Yakaitwa family ya izikana when it comes to gold. So by your gold plating, they had to look for guys who have the skill, which I would call craftsmanship. By full craft, they said craftsmanship, skill, knowledge, and experience. So experience on its own does not work. If you use experience on its own, it always takes you back. Because experience is over and over. Some stuff don't say did I experience it? Don't know for who. But if somebody says I have insights on this thing, that's the person. But an experience, I don't put Zosera on my shoulder and mirror, Morumanya, and so, but experience is also part and parcel of the question, right? You need that. But you combine that with wisdom, insights, imagination, and so on. Add to that information, time. Time is it's not time in that's why me personally, I believe in miracles, but I don't believe in miracle money. Combine these together. This is where you come up with groundbreaking ideas. This is when you come up with a company that is enjoying value, a product that is enjoying value. This is something that sustains you over time. Now, can there be a miracle of that overnight? Written. So, some of the ideas coming out are very dangerous, and you must avoid that. You must run away from those things. Because that avoid, ignore what is upside by the kids, but you must run away from those. We need people who, when you get into property, you construct things. What is this? Because but we make it look so difficult to the extent that we can and so that's why roads are not being mended here. I don't know, there are people in business here, whatever that is. I can tell you this, the component that require forex on our roads there is less than 25%. Matombo anobva kuna Davis Green side matombo gravel kunongovhokonorwa rinobva pawari mpaka ndizvona mvura ndo yamumarari kunaya yekuruwa majuraho nechinji atitika mainjiniya ndo akazara nemamwari mungomanditika but panotonetsa kuti pagadzirwe poto iri pamberi pemba yako panotoda forex. So if you look at it, what is lacking there is the elements of what I've just said, the wisdom, the insights. The moment we all agree that we have got all the resources that we need, let's do it. Who do it? Mapepa ari Harare ese akazara nepamberi pechechi nekuiso haadi forex anoda munonondo sora riri pamba pedu nerimwe riri kuseri nekumberi kweroad haritomboda forex rinoboda munocheka. You get me there? Right. Of course, I was going to end and say, look, some of the things which make things very difficult, of course, is that I'm in administration at my church. And I don't believe in big money myself. But I always believe in dollar, we achieve more. Those ones, you were seeing this one. Right? But we've got this idea of each one of them participates in a very small way. You get the point? And some of them and also the very small ones, those things what out of the effort of very small. So some of the things there, besides the wisdom, is our participation as individuals in a very small way. In a church in a town manager, that makes it even worse. My kids are down, but my rentals in town are higher. Do you get the point? Right. And then you come not to boil I always believe in cooperation when we work together. I don't believe in big monies at all. No. And side dress we don't want people to lay claim to the house of the Lord. You get the point? Right. So we must. So combine the factors of production and all these elements that I've talked about, wisdom, expertise, and so on. Then you create value that can be represented in the currency that you're looking for. So what is it that you should look for? Is the ability to unlock that value. Open your ideas. That value is the one that you then exchange the money. You get the point? Then you can get. So you should not look for money for the sake of money. Look for ideas which you can exchange for the currency. Can our boy use $1 to pay right? But can also not value your creator. You don't pay on my boat not checked. Can run away from it. But if you have some value that you have unlocked, this property that I'm selling to you, this one. Most of the power my boat notes, no US dollars, no rights. Because it's value, you get the point. You can lay claim to it. You can say something about it. But if you are looking for money for the sake of money, you want to pay it, you know what the chapu tumira eco cash. You know zogona zoni coco. You get the point? Because it's not the real thing. Right. So, sorry. Let me just write down now. So how do we refine ideas? How do we refine them? We've spoken about how do you refine the idea. I was going to say how to get ideas, but look, there's no formula for getting ideas, right? If Masiwa comes here and says, you get the point? Then what happened? I went up to Europe, you see, then I saw this thing. Oh, you may not go to Europe. But as you don't understand when I'm Europe, you can't get it. It's okay. Right. So there are various ways of refining ideas. I've just run quickly, 3 or so. Right. I said there's no formula for getting ideas. The Lord can reveal to you in any way. Number 1, how do you refine ideas? Question everything. Even the best of the past. That's why I'm a person out there. But the phone, you know, when I would want to buy no, you can slide. You get the point? So even the best of the past can be questioned. You can't even look at your house and say, but something can be done to it. You don't know how to piece out, you know, this fire, this thing. I want to put this other tiny, which, you know, that kind of thing. Right. So, how do you refine ideas? You question things. Even the good, even the ones that are working right now. Now, I know that my parents, I think I'm questioning their best. My parents were not at that. You get the point? But they always look at the same. What are people saying? No. But I'm just you can just think of the kind of thing so we must show something there so that it can do it nice. You get the point? Right. So they are always looking at it. You get the point? Because they are always questioning even their best. When was the last time that you questioned your own best? No network. I'm just pointing to, it's like I'm poking. Don't have we don't question anything. Jehovah knows how to do Others are always steaming ahead, you see. They are always improving, right? So you question everything, including the best. How do you improve your ideas? Networking and interaction, just networking. The good thing now with these social networking platforms, and so on. Use the social networking platform for sharing ideas. Probe others. What are the course yemushroom unoipiwa ipapo paWhatsApp group. Vamwana vachitumira nezvana profit wokusaudzaisa vanhu petumbu chii and so on. Use these tools productively. Networking, right? You network here in the church. Usangoti church yakopera right? Ini munongoti zina kuti handidi zvokunesana nevanhu mari vane pachipo. Mwari havapeke kuti vanogarisai pakaita zvapakaita. Iwo ndofunidza kuti unoziva maisa kana wapedza unowasiya vanhu. You get the point? Interact with people at the top. Interact with people at the bottom. One you can think they can give you some insights. They can give you some insights. Right. Of course, also interact with other cultures. And so when you interact with be careful. They can pull you there. Ziva your limits. There are other people who are involved professionally. I was discussing with a colleague. We said, look, you always interact professionally. You should know your limits. You get the point? You go. You talk with people, you interact with them. The moment the conversations and whatever, workshop, conference, whatever, you get the point? So you create the framework for the interaction. So I interact with people, but don't even be curious. Right. So you interact, but also manage. Right. It's very important. Church networking. Network across borders. These platforms now, they now allow us to network across the borders. Kudara waifana kuchaka visa, ne ticket, kuti unoona munhu aripo. Cape Town. Yes, munotopedzerana tatatata. Saka zvekuita kuri kunaya, kuri kupisa. You get the point? Right. What are the opportunities? Ndikutsvaka this kind of machine inowanika here, ichada kutsvagira iriko and stuff like that. You can even, video conferencing and so on. So, make use of this infrastructure, exposure, travel. I'm talking about refining your thoughts in a day. Travel. When I say travel, I walk. Some of you will be shocked. Because they have pata. Because when you take a suit, unongoenda uri mapata-pata uchingodaro saka tinokuda kuti zvinonzi $1 but ingoya wapfeka suit kunonzi $3.50 paunozeka kunonzi hamune mari mudhara kuti ndine 2 but somebody is getting it for what? So I made it. I walk there. So take your time, interact with your relatives, go to your rural home. It's made to waste money. More 16 or whatever. You get the point? But I've learned quite a lot from moving around. So when I go to my rural area, I also make it a point, just take one route, just see what's happening there. How is life like? What is the sanitary conditions like? You always get some ideas there, right? If you have got the opportunity, fly. Go to other places. There are certain places, it's cheaper to go to Dubai than to Cape Town. You go to such places, you learn quite a lot. That's where you see life can be more interesting and more planned and organized. You should travel between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Kune sambo riripo. Sambo rese rinotozikana kuti mune miti 3 million and chakuti muti wega wega une pipe inotodonhedzera mvura. That's how others plan. It's an artificial place altogether. Kuno kumvura inonaya, miti yacho haticheke, heji dzawakadyara 5 years ago haucheke and so on. If you travel, your ideas, your mind can actually be opened, right? And just having the passion for, this is my last slide here, just having the passion for improvement of human life. For example, you can't be passing through my street kids all the time. Not that you give them money, but you must ask yourself, but can something be done? You get the point? You go to Parenya, You must just ask a question, can something be? This is where you start to get ideas. But look, I can do something. And some of the things that we need to do are not just business. It's even social welfare. That's when you realize that $20 you are not part of a children's home is more valuable. We start to invest in the things that please the Lord. Thank you for this.